Oh God, this is like the third time I've tried to do this review, but I always keep fucking up. And I don't know why. Why do I keep messing up with this review? Today we're reviewing Arion and their album Vultures Die Alone. We had some awesome albums this week along with The Lion's Daughter, also Blaze Bailey, but this album was a lot different to the other albums. But now we're going to talk about Arion Vultures Die Alone. So in case you don't know, Arion are a Finnish melodic power metal band. I think this is like their third to fourth studio album, and this was the first time I ever heard this band. Discovered Arion on Discovery when I was talking about the upcoming albums, and I thought, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check them out. Now, the first time I was exposed to Arion was Out of My Life, the single, along with I'm Here to Save You and also Bloodline. Checked out those three singles, and I said, yeah, this is worthy for my attention. You know what, behold, I did listen to this album and I wasn't disappointed one bit. Of course there are weaknesses, of course there are strengths on this album, but you know what, there's there's more strengths than weaknesses on this LP. Vultures Die Alone has some really nice riffs, some really awesome guitar solos, some awesome vocals as well, epic moments, symphonic elements, and just overall very fun time. So the production on this is actually pretty good. Love the tone of the guitars, really enjoy the drums on this. The tone of the snare sounds absolutely fantastic, triggered at times throughout some of these songs like Bloodline, I'm Here to Save You. I do have a little bit of a problem with the track listing. I just feel that Where the Oceans Greets the Skies should have been the last song off the album, because that song is the most epic song, absolutely awesome guitar solo that lasts for like 2 minutes. And yeah, I'm just gonna say it, Where the Ocean Greets the Sky is my favorite song off the album. Vocals are very good, love the layering, enjoy the mixing on the album, great musical composition. So there are 10 songs off this album, running about 43 minutes, so it's actually a really good length, and most of these songs average around about 3 to 4 minutes. The longest song, Where the Ocean Greets the Sky, is around about 6 minutes. There's a lot of energy within this album. It's just because the overall production creates this uplifting feeling. So it leads on to Out of My Life, and this is a great way to kick off the album. This was like the single for the album, and I love the riffs on this. The riffs are quite catchy, very hooky chorus, really nice chord progression. You got his vocals, his dynamic rich vocals reach the high notes along with the beautiful balancing between the drums and guitar, and I just really enjoyed the solo on this. Overall, Out of My Life is a great way to kick off the album. Break My Chains has a more slower tempo, but it's still quite fast with some power metal riffages. Really enjoy the chorus as well. Again, I love the bridge part of the song. Bloodline featuring Nora Lahumo is next, and overall this is a really good song. I love the symphonic elements that build throughout this song. That overall makes it quite epic and majestic in tone. I'm Here to Save You is next. Another great song. Awesome guitar solo as well. The riff is fucking catchy. In the Name of Love is next, and this is the slowest song of the album. It's got sighing kicks, and I love that chorus. The chorus is incredibly catchy. Out of my way, ba-da-da-da. I really enjoy the chord progression on this song. The riffs are very catchy in tone, and yeah, sonically it's fantastic. It's the slowest song off the album. She harmonizes so well with his vocals, and there's a beautiful harmonization within this song. Vulture Dies Alone is a pretty heavy song overall, one of the heaviest songs off the album. Really enjoy the riffs, sounding very similar to bands such as Dragon Force and even Children of Bodom. It's got at times some melodeath riffs, and I really enjoy the chorus. I Love to Be Your Enemy is next. Again, it's another hard-hitting song. Really enjoy the solo on I Love to Be Your Enemy, but overall it's a pretty fun song. Where the Ocean Greets the Sky next should have been the last song off the album, just because of how epic and majestic this song is. It's a crescendo and it builds up to be quite an epic song. Love the orchestral elements, the beautiful acoustic guitars along with his vocals. That solo is amazing. Reminds me of something out of Dream Theater. The build-up of it, the build-up along with the collected drumming. The solo is the best solo off the album. I Don't Fear You is a throwaway song in my opinion. There are a few throwaway songs on this, like I Love to Be Your Enemy and I Don't Fear You. It's a good song overall, but it's not their best. Until Eternity Ends is the final song. And in my opinion, this is one of the weakest ways to end off the album. I just feel that this song could have been in the middle. Yeah, it's not a really good song to end off the album. Surely it's majestic and epic in tone, and it's definitely one of the little lighter songs. Wouldn't you want this album to end within Where the Oceans Greet the Sky? Until Eternity Ends is a pretty weak way to end off the album, in my opinion. Overall, Arion's Vultures Die Alone is a pretty solid album, but it's not one of the best albums of the year, in my opinion. I just feel that Vultures Die Alone by Arion at times feels quite generic. It feels like quite a generic symphonic power metal album. Although this is fun, this in my opinion is still quite generic. This album is in its own lane, it is, but it doesn't compare to the other albums I've reviewed on this channel, because most of the stuff I've already heard before, and it's nothing really innovative, but certainly there are some awesome hooks. Although it may seem generic, it's a very fun album. The fun factor is like a 10, but overall the album score is around about a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 just because I feel there are a lot of bands that do it better, in my opinion. Very good power metal album. Really enjoy the guitar solos on this. I love how there's so much emotion. Where the Ocean Greet the Sky. That's why I'm pretty pissed that we didn't see Where the Oceans Greet the Sky conclude. Overall, Arion Vultures Die Alone gets a 7 out of 10. So, comment below what you thought about this album review. Do you agree, disagree? In my opinion, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.